Hey guys, reviewing trades for today, January 4th. Today I did six trades with a total profit of 1.6k. I did two stock trades on AMD that I classify as yellow because they were aggressive and they stopped out. Then I did an Nvidia call scalp, which I got out for a break even because it wasn't moving the way I wanted to. Then we did NVIDIA put scalp with double the contracts, which uh, worked out really good. And then we did two Tesla call scalps, which I classify as red because they weren't extension or continuation plays, but they were buy setups instead that initially where it wasn't that good. So if we go over to the stocks, if we start with AMD, I had a long bias on AMD with it being down a lot on the higher time frames, and today it looked like it was doing a lower high pivot. So you see on a monthly it has been going down for quite a while, and on a daily it had a low, a higher low, a higher low, and today it was breaking out trying to go higher. My entry was a 1 minute red bar ignored. However, this this one got stopped out immediately. You see here, I did this red bar ignored right over here, and as it triggered, it stopped me out. I later did a 1 minute buy setup instead at the VWAP. You see here, entry above here with a stop right here, which initially got out for a good start, but then pulled back. These were aggressive trades, and as you see, like the 5 minute was pretty extended from the VWAP. So even though it touched from the moving averages, so even though it touched it and then later kept going, it was too aggressive to enter. On Nvidia, I did initial put scalps in the trading room with Anmol. It was above here with an ad, and then because I saw that it had a failure to go lower and instead was consolidating with the 5 minute above the VWAP, I did calls thinking that I just needed to pop a little bit higher and then I would get out for profit. However, instead it just chopped around for multiple 5 minute bars, so I instead got out for break even, thinking that Nvidia, that is really strong and is doing high, might have just touched, been close to this support right here and above ATR. So this was break even play. On Tesla, I had a higher bias with the weekly of Tesla coming into a rising moving average, as you see right here. And on the daily, it was multiple red days into the moving average. So what I saw was that both the market and the stock was strong today. And I initially, on my first scalp, I got in here, and then I got out as soon as it, thinking that this was gonna go higher today, probably to gap fill. So I got in here. I didn't get out at the top because I'm thinking it was actually gonna go higher, but instead I got out right here. And then I re-entered on this 5 minute bar because now it had both the VWAP and the 5 minute closing in. This trade started to go against me, and I added as it broke the VWAP and touched the 5 minute. And then I thought that it might want to go and touch the 15-minute rising moving averages. So I let it touch it, and when it formed a bottoming tail, I put my stop below it. And as it broke out here, I got out for a good healthy profit. I contemplated if I wanted to stay in it. However, I was so unsure about the market and being Friday that I just thought I should just take my profit. But this would have probably been 60,000 if I just let it ride all the way up to gap fill. 6K, I mean. Anyways, on my swing trade side, I got in and out of one trade as well that is worth mentioning. This was this trade Jobby. As I saw, Jobby today gapped up above this trend line with a weekly looking like it had been consolidating a rising moving average and touching it beforehand. The daily was multiple red days into its own daily moving averages, and then the weekly moving average, the bottoming tail, and now starting to trade above previous day's candle. So I got in here, but then I got out approximately here because the 5 minute was just straight up with no red bar. So I thought about here that it wouldn't. I might want to just pull back, so I got out here thinking that if it pulls back to the trend line, I would just buy it again. However, it never came back, and I got approximately 500 from this trade. So those were my trades for today.